Hi there, in this video I want to talk about 4 components of NFT requirements, time of the day, camera, and also the chain event. Before we continue, as you may already know, by holding MTVT, you get the opportunity to enjoy additional reward boost, which will help you earn more in-game tokens. Let's start the work with the NFT requirement. Let's imagine you have a land, and inside your land you have a house or maybe a game, and you want to make the user to have a special NFT to get inside your land, to get inside your house, or maybe to play your game. In that case, you need to define NFT requirement to check if the user has that special NFT or not. If the user has that special NFT, the user can get inside your land and play your game or get inside your house. And if the user doesn't have, the user can't. And when you are defining an NFT requirement, it doesn't mean necessarily that the user should have that NFT to play your game correctly. Sometimes you are using that NFT requirement as a ticket for the user to get inside your house or to play your game. And sometimes you are creating a game that the user needs that special NFT to play your game correctly. For example, you are creating a game that the user needs to jump higher in your game, and if the user doesn't have the jump higher NFT, the user can't play your game correctly. And in that case, again, you need to define the jump higher NFT requirement for the user before playing your game. Alright, now I want to show you how to add NFT requirement. Because my game doesn't need any special NFT to play, I want to use NFT requirement just as a ticket for the user to get inside my game. And I want, if the user clicked on this NPC character, instead of talking and playing the game, first the NFT requirement check if the user has, for example, the NFT of catwalk or not. If the user has the catwalk, the user can talk with my character and play the game. And if the user doesn't have catwalk, a text will be appeared in the HUD that you need catwalk NFT. So let's start working. Let's go to the builder. Here I am in the builder, and now I want to select my character in here, and let's go to the add components, and from the main player I will add NFT requirement. Now let's open the NFT requirement. As you can see, I don't have many parameters, and handling the NFT requirement is very easy. The first thing here is an event that I should define so that this component knows when to check the NFT. And in my example, I want this component to check the NFT as soon as I clicked on my character. So let's go up in here. I have a click input in here that when I clicked on the character, the Ariana event is sent to the land. And if I open the NPC dialog system again, as you can see, the Ariana is taken by the NPC dialog system, and dialog system start to appear. But I don't want, if I click on the character, the dialog system to be appeared now. I want first the NFT to be checked, and if the user has that NFT, the dialog box be appeared. So I should change the name of this event so that not to be the same with the NPC dialog system now. So let's change it to, for example, NFT Ariana. And now I go down and define the NFT Ariana in here. Sorry, NFT Ariana in here. And now I want to check the catwalk NFT. So in the NFT requirements, I add new NFT. You can define one NFT or more than one NFT, and depends on you. For example, each time you add, clicked on the new NFT, you can define and add an NFT to the requirements. But because in here, I just want to check just the catwalk, I will delete one of these. All right. Now in the NFT one, I clicked on that, and between the list, I will select, for example, the catwalk. And if I have the catwalk NFT, this dialog box should be appeared. So I should define the Ariana event in this area. And if I don't have the catwalk, I want a text template to be appeared that you need, for example, catwalk. So let's go in here and let's define an event, for example, NFT need. All right. Now I need a text template in the HUD, so I will go and add a HUD and template. And from the template, for the event to play, I defined it as NFT need. And also I changed the category to text effect, and in text effect I type, you need catwalk NFT. All right. Now let's save the work to check it. All right, let's talk with the Ariana. If I clicked on that, as you can see, because I don't have the catwalk, I can't talk with the Ariana and play the game. And I have a text in the HUD that says you need catwalk NFT. All right, let's check another NFT instead of catwalk to see if it works fine or not. For example, I have the jump NFT and I want, instead of catwalk, jump be checked. And if I have the jump, I should play the game. So in the NFT requirement, I will change the catwalk to jump higher. And let's save the work and check it again. Because I have the jump higher, if I clicked on the Ariana, I should talk with her and play the game. So let's test that. As you can see now, I don't have that text in the HUD because I have the jump higher NFT, and now I can talk with the Ariana and play the game, and that's how NFT requirement works. All right, now let's imagine you have created your game that the player should play your game in a special time of the day. For example, you have created your game that the player should play your game in night or midnight or evening or maybe day. In that case, you need to define a time of the day component so that change the time of the day to the time that you need the user to play your game. And I want to show you how. All right, here I want to define the time of the day for the user to play my game. So I will select one of my objects in the scene. For example, I will select my character again. And let's go to the add components, and from the parameters, I will add time of the day component. And as you can see, time of day, if I open that, I don't have many parameters. And again, it's very, very easy. The first thing, I need to define an event so that time of day knows when to change the time. And also I need to define a time for my game. For example, I want the user to play my game in the night, so I will change it to the night. And also I want, if the user accepts the Ariana's mission, the time of the day changes to the night. So I will go to the NPC dialog system in here to know which is the event after accepting the Ariana's mission. And again, as you can see at the end of the graph, I see the draw enter, and this is the event after accepting the Ariana's mission. So I will define this event again in the event to change the time of the day. And also I can define another event to return the time of day to the default. And one other thing you should bear in mind, that if the user get outside your land and your game start to reset, the time of day will be changed to the default time. For example, in here my default time is day, and if I play the game, the time will change to the night. But if my game resets, or if I get outside my land, the time will be changed to day. All right, let me show you the effect. Let me save my work. And here, because I have the NFT, I can talk with the Ariana, and after accepting the Ariana's mission, you can see the time of day is changed to night. And now I can play the game in the night. And let me get outside the land so that the game start to reset. After resetting, you can see the time of day will be changed to my default time of day. And that's how time of day components works. All right, the next component I want to talk about is the chain events. Chain event actually runs several events right after each other by a special timing. And before I show you how to use the chain event component, I want to show you an example of the chain event during my game. So let's go to the part of the game that I have used the chain event to show you an example. Alright, here I'm in the part of the game that I have used the chain events, and as you can see, I'm in the world of the nothingness, and Now if I go to the next block in here, a dialog box will appear, and after that the river will start to dry from the top until the down, and after reaching to the end part of the river, the other side of the land start to get dry. And that's how a chain event will work. The first event, then the next, the next, the next, and it goes until the end. So let me show you how it works exactly. As you can see, if I click on the go on, start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's how the chain event will work. And I want to show you how to create such this effect and using the chain events in your work. Now I want to show you how to have the chain event in your game. The first thing, you need sets of event that you want to be performed one after another. In my example, I want 3 text templates to be appeared one after another. For example, the first template is written chain 1, the second is written chain 2, and also the third is written chain 3. And I want the chain 1 to be appeared, and after some second chain 2, and after some second chain 3. So I want, if I clicked on this stone, the chain event to be happened, and also all the text to be appeared. So first of all, I will select this stone and go to the add component, and from the input, let's add a click input there. And for example, on click event, let's set run chain. And also I want 3 text templates. So I will go to the HUD and let's add a template in here, and let's go and change the category to something like text effect. And I want to define the event to play for the first template to chain 1. And also I want to change it to chain 1 for the text. And let's copy this template and paste it. And for the second one, I need to have chain 2 for this event. And also I want for the text to have the chain 2. And let's copy that again. And for the third one, I define chain 3. And for the text, I define chain 3 also. Now I want a chain event component to perform these templates one after another. So I will go to the add components in here, and from the events, I will add a chain events. As you can see, if I open the chain event, I don't have many parameters in here, and it's very easy again. And for the first one, I should define an event so that the chain events know when to start the chain events and when to perform. And I want the chain event to be performed after clicking on this stone. So I will go to the click input, and as you can see, if I clicked on this stone, I will have the round chain. So I will define the round chain in this area too. Here we go. And I will talk about the round type later. In the event to add, I need to define the events that I want to perform. For example, here I have 3 templates in here, so I need 3 events. So let's add 3 events. For the first event, I want chain 1 to be performed. And after some seconds, the chain 2. And after some seconds, chain 3. And also you can change the delay time between the chains. For example, I will change it to something like 3, or this one to 2. Okay, now the run type. If the run type is once, by clicking on this stone, the first text is appearing. After some seconds, the second one will be appeared, and after one, the chain 3 will be appeared. And after chain 3, the chain event will be finished. If I select the loop, the chain 1 will be performed, after that the chain 2, and after some second the chain 3, and again after some second the chain 1 will be performed. And this loop will go forever until I add an event to stop that. If I set it on the ping pong, the chain 1 will be performed, after some second chain 2, and after some second chain 3, and again after some second chain 2, and after some second chain 1, and after that the chain event will be finished. And if I set it on the clamp forever, it is like the ping pong, but it will go forever until I set an event to stop, to make it stop. Alright, I want it to be once. I just wanted to show you, but you can set it to whatever you want, depends on your needs. And let's test that. Now I'm in the environment. Now if I clicked on this stone, the chain event will be performed. So let's check that. If I clicked on that, I will wait some seconds and chain 1 will be performed, and after some second the chain 2, and after some second the chain 3, and depends on the delay time, this can be different. Alright, this is how the chain event will work. And for the next event, I want to talk about the camera component. And before doing that, I want to show you part of my game and speak about the camera component there. So let's go to see that part of the game that is related to the camera. Alright, now I'm standing in the part of the game that having a camera in this area will be more beautiful, because after speaking with my character, a black hole will be formed on the right side of the screen, and if the user doesn't know the place of forming the black hole, certainly the user will be missed that scene, and this black hole will start to destroy all the objects of the scene. And also I will have the old Ariana fallen somewhere on the ground in the scene, and it will be more beautiful if I have a camera to focus on the place of the Ariana to show the user, and it will make my game more special and more beautiful. For controlling the camera, I need the camera component. So let me show you. If I click on that, for example, let me do that. In this area, a black hole is happening on this place, and all the objects start to destroy. And now I want to define a camera for this part of my game to make it more special. And as you can see, if I come in here, you can see the old Ariana on the right side of the screen too, and I want my camera to focus on the old Ariana. So let's do that. Alright, now I'm in the scene and I have selected the object that produces energy hole in there, and as you can see, and I need to define a camera shot so that to have such this angle of view while this energy hole is forming. And let's do that. Let's select any object of my scene and add a camera shot to that, because camera shot is not related to the object that you are adding to. But because it's easy for me to add the camera shot to this object, I will go to the add component, and from the camera, I will add the camera shot to that. And if I open the camera shot, one of the things in here, I have the set shot value button to control the angle of view for the shot of this camera. So if I clicked on that, I can control the angle of view. By holding the right mouse button, you can change the rotation of your camera, and also by holding the middle mouse button, you can pan in the scene. And I think such this angle is okay for me. Alright, now if you are okay with the shot, you should turn it off, because if you don't turn it off and change the placement of the camera, the changes will be added to the camera too. And if you turn it off and change the placement of the camera during the editing, it doesn't need you to be worried about, because the camera shot is placed on the correct value. And if I clicked on that to make it turn it on, again, as you can see, the camera goes to the correct place. So always, if you're okay with the result, turn it off. And now I should define an event to start so that my camera goes from the default position to this position. And as you can see in the VFX, I have defined the last idle to form this energy hole. So I need last idle for the event to start in my camera shot. And after the last idle is called in the scene, the camera starts to move from the default place to this place, and also this energy hole is forming at the same time. But I don't want the energy hole to form at the same time my camera is moving towards the default place to this place, because during this distance I will miss some of the forming of this black hole. And I want this energy hole to be formed right after my camera to be in the correct position. So for doing that, if you look at that down the camera shot, you can see an event sender on shot transition finished event. That means if the camera is moving towards the correct shot and is on the right place, an event is sent to the land. And now I want an event to send to the land, and that event start to form the energy hole. So I will copy this last idle again, and this time I will set it to last idle 1 because I want to change the VFX to last idle 1. As you can see, let's go to the event to play and change it to last idle 1 because I want my energy hole to be formed right after correcting the position my camera. All right. Now let's also I should bear in mind to correct the sounds because these sounds should be synced with forming the energy hole. So let's go and open the sound 1 and change it to last idle 1, and also let's go to the sound 2 and change it to last idle 1 too. And also I should define event to end so that after some time my camera backs to the default position. And for doing this, if this energy hole is formed, some of these trees start to go through this energy hole and destroys. And I want that time my camera goes to the default position. So I will select this tree, and in the transform 2 I will go and open the key 01, and as you can see on the unfinished playing event I have destroy 1. So I want to define destroy 1 for my object. So let's select my object in here. I want to define it for the event to end. All right, and also this didn't saved. I call it last idle 1. I clicked on the enter. It should be last idle, and it should be last idle 1. All right. And I think everything is okay now, and let's check the effect during the game. Alright, now again I'm in the place that the movement of the camera should take place after clicking on these buttons and closing the dialog box. So let's check that. Alright, now I will wait, and after that you can see it works awesome. And that's how the camera shot component work, and I hope this tutorial was useful for you. Have a good time. Good luck.